you tell me about yourself? Let's know who you are.
Engineer Mrs. Priscilla Oyeladun Ajiboye, a Nigerian, presently in KNUST University of Science and Technology, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. I'm a final year PhD student, and I've been here since 2021. So this is my 4th year and my last year as a student here. And I came in with my boys and 2 children. Okay, I'm married. My husband is back home in Nigeria. And background-wise, I'm the second one. I have an older sister and I have 2 younger brothers behind me. So I'm here by the grace of God doing well as a PhD electrical engineering student.
On your educational journey, tell us about your bachelor's, master's, and then now your PhD.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, I had my Bachelor's of Engineering in Electrical and Computer from Federal University of Technology, Minna, Niger State in Nigeria. After which, I went for my national service. And after my national service, I got married. And I was also teaching. I was teaching in SHS primary school. And it was during this time, I got an offer as a technical aid corps volunteer, commonly known as TAC volunteer, deployed by Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria to go to Uganda and do some work in the university. So it was during this time I decided to maximize my stay over there, and I decided to go for my master's. So that gave me a Master of Science in Information Systems from Kampala International University, Uganda. After which I returned to Nigeria, and in the course of my stay, I got to know about KNUST and also KEEP, which is KNUST
Engineering
Education Project, which has brought me to where I am today. Thank you.
Offering your PhD.
Exactly, full scholarship for my PhD in Electrical Electronics Engineering.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so as a person, I know you have some goals, some things you want to achieve in life. Can you tell us what they are and how you are achieving them?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. My major goal has always been to be able to impact people around me with whatever I have in form of skill set and resources. And coming to KNUST as a PhD student, it has given me the opportunity to add more values to myself, and as such has given me more things to offer the people around me and even the society at large. So it makes me glad to see my aim, my goal being fulfilled in this area.
So you want to be a researcher, or let me say you are a researcher.
Yeah, I'm a researcher, and actually, okay, I've not mentioned it. I've been a teacher. Let me put it. I've actually been a teacher right from the beginning. Presently, I teach in the church. I teach everywhere I'm able to teach. And way back when I was in Uganda, that was when I started my lecturing career specifically. So I've been a teacher, I've been a lecturer. So presently as a PhD student, I still look forward to continue in that same line, doing research and also teaching, lecturing, exactly, to be able to give back to the society and to the students everything I've been able to acquire.
So you have to be a professor here in KNUST.
Oh, why about that?
Or you leave us to Nigeria?
Oh, no. Presently, I'm actually looking forward to having an opportunity to get more in that area in KNUST. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we are glad and we are rooting for you.
Thank you.
Let's elaborate more on your research work as a PhD candidate. What problem have you identified, and what impact do you want to make on society based on your research?
As an electrical engineering student, and considering the age we are in, smart grid is the heart of electricity now. It has really brought a lot of transformation to electrical power system generally, in the sense that it makes power consumption, power generation, everything to be well monitored and controlled, especially through the introduction of ICT. My research work is actually centered on securing the smart grid. Let me put it like that generally. Now, considering smart grid is a very large system made up of several components. So my research work actually focused on a very vital component of the smart grid, which is known as the Advanced Metering Infrastructure, commonly called the AMI. So to just put it or to summarize it, my research work is centered on securing AMI using optimized Mekele scheme. I want to be very specific and down to earth
Yes,
so that
we can all understand.
Exactly. So I'm really taking my time.
Yes.
Okay, now what really brought about the problem of security is more in the area of data manipulation. We all have our smart meters in front of our houses, which captures the electrical usage and sends it to a particular station where the billings and everything takes place. And afterwards, it's being sent back to the meter. Now, it's a common norm most times for people to try to reduce their usage. So instead of them paying maybe 500 cedis, they would prefer to pay 100 or even nothing. So it's a major problem to both the users, to the government, to the society, and so many areas. So it's majorly this problem my research was set to address, building upon what has been done in time past. Now, considering most of the proposed solutions before, they have actually not considered the quantum era. So I went ahead to look at how to actually introduce quantum security into smart grid. And I brought in a kind of optimization in the sense that lesser delay is going to be accompanied in the process of the security. Because usually, technically, anywhere you're talking about introducing any security system, there will surely be a form of delay introduced into the system. So I looked into how to actually capture better security in terms of the general security and also quantum security, considering the recent directives that's been released globally that every system or every industry that is running on security measure should introduce quantum secured systems. So in the same line, I have decided to also provide solution to the AMI by introducing quantum security system or a scheme which will introduce lesser delay, very BRS minimum delay.
So lesser delay in the grid system.
Yes,
the smart grid system.
Yes, when introducing security. And the security is not just ordinary security or the general security, putting into consideration the quantum attacks.
Okay, so as an individual, how does that benefit me?
Good. As an individual, if this is absent, you will realize that everybody will just be using the electricity without paying. And even if you decide to pay, you feel cheated in a way. And even the revenue that is going to be generated by the government or even the ECG as it were in Ghana is going to be reduced. Because as a matter of fact, at the initial part of my research, I read about several billions of dollars equivalent that ECG has been losing to this particular problem of energy manipulation. So and the funniest thing is that it's not just peculiar to Ghana alone. It also happens in Nigeria and so many, and not even the African countries, even the developed countries. And this is what is generally known as the cyber attacks on the grid, such that at times the attack can even cause an absolute denial of service. Like in the developed countries, suddenly they just have light out.
Doom so.
An unexpected doom so. And the worst part of it is you can't really tell when it will be restored. And even in cases where it had occurred that it was during the winter, you can imagine, it was too sudden that there was no alternative. And as such, so many people lost their lives.
Interesting.
You can imagine. That's even in the developed world. So in this our present, the first thing is that it affects the GDP of the country. So, and that's why even the government, they've been trying so much to fight cybersecurity in every nation, considering the smart grid. So I have been able to contribute to my quota to add to the existing knowledge in this area.
Great.
Exactly.
Well done. That's a very good work done. So let's talk about KEEP. How did you know about KEEP and how has it been beneficial to you through your 4 years as an international student, as a PhD candidate, as a female, as a mother, as a wife?
Thank you very much for that question. As I earlier said, I was in Nigeria when a friend shared the opportunity with me. That's talking about the scholarship, the KEEP scholarship, and I decided to put in my application, and lo and behold, it was successful. So, being a full scholarship beneficiary of KEEP, it's been exciting, especially because of the full payment of the school fees, accommodation, monthly stipend that was increased from time to time.
Yeah, rich one.
And also even the resident permits Of course, staying in a foreign land as an international student, I needed to annually renew my stay legally. So KEEP has also taken this up, at least for the 3 years of the scholarship. It's been so wonderful. So even as a mother, I remember mentioning that I came in with my children. Even before I came, during the interview, I was asked if I will be coming with my children. Do you have children? And I said yes. And it's been so fantastic. The arrangement was made that as if I'm not just an individual person, but I'm coming as a three. So even my accommodation, KEEP all through made sure they had accommodation for three. So it's a wonderful experience, even though my children were not awarded scholarship. Exactly.
Associate KEEP scholars.
Yeah. But the accommodation covered them, and it's been a wonderful time being sponsored by KEEP. I'm so grateful. KEEP has also been beneficiary to me in the aspect of some existing collaborations like the WASENT. That's the West African Sustainable Engineering Network for Development. Very good. Yeah, because way back in 2022, I went for a 1-week research visit in University of Dahomey, Calavi.
Yeah.
Exactly. Under the sponsorship of this WASENT. And it was such a fantastic experience where I was able to exchange ideas with other researchers, especially in my field of study and everything. So I'm really grateful to God for KEEP.
Wow. And we are grateful to you also. Thank you. Yeah, so how has your general stay in KNUST been? The culture, the food, the people, how has your experience been here in KNUST and in Ghana?
It's my first time in Ghana, and it's my first time in KNUST since that 2021. And it's been a very nice experience, especially as an international student, despite the fact that I have not been speaking Twi. I didn't learn Twi before, but at the same time, I realized I needed to just acclimatize and try to upgrade to the to the Twi environment. But it's been nice, even food-wise. The food has been no much difference between Ghana food and Nigeria food. Exactly. So I enjoy all the keke, the banku and everything, the fufu, the gobe, everything. It's been nice. So I've really not been feeling like an international student, by the way. Yes, because it's been a home away from home. And to also add to that, even last year, 2023, I got another opportunity to go to Technical University of Munich in Germany as on a research visit. That was through the International Programs Office. It was under the Erasmus Plus funding. It was another exciting opportunity to meet with other researchers outside Africa, in the Europe. And it was a very great exposure to the world in that area. And I'm really grateful to KNUST because all this has been possible due to the collaboration KNUST has with other institutions. So it's been a nice experience being an international student.
Yeah, any challenges as an international student, any challenges you faced here on campus?
Yeah, it's part of life. The first one has been the language. Yeah.
And to say.
All those ones when you enter the trotro, the mate will always expect you to flow regardless of who you are. When you get to the market and everything. It's been challenging, and I've also picked up the challenge. At least I'm trying. I want to say I speak all those little words just to communicate and acclimatize into the society. Major challenge in that area was with accommodation. Yes, even though it was nice the way KEEP accommodated us, accepted us, and led us to our place, as in the place where we stayed and everything. But year in, year out, there was need to change, move from one place to the other. These are so many policies. So I would rather just suggest that it's a very good opportunity to give a woman, especially with children, the opportunity to study as a postgraduate student, putting into consideration the family. And as such, it would be better if a kind of accommodation structure is put in place for the family. Exactly, for the students, since she cannot stay in the hostel with the children according to the school policy. And instead of putting her in
hostel,
those ones outside, exactly, the best thing, both economically and even as in that will facilitate a smooth research for the student herself, is to have a kind of structure on the ground, such that once the student comes into the end of the stay, There will be no need to be moving up and down and all those challenges. Yeah.
Very well noted. Any acknowledgements throughout your journey?
It's been a wonderful time in KNUST and even as a KIP scholarship beneficiary. And I have many people, yes, I owe my appreciation to a lot, starting from God Almighty that has spared my life and has made this journey a success. And also the Provost of the College of Engineering, in person of Professor
Nana.
Yeah. I'm very grateful to God for the opportunity of meeting with him, and also the present KIP team lead, that's Professor
Jerry John Bonyo.
Has been so helpful. Even Mr. Abraham, the accountant, Mr. Marfo, Gifty, and all KIP officials. It's been like a family here. And even back to my department, starting from my supervisors, Professor Frimpon, Dr. Obo, Dr. Elvis Tumeze, Peter, Daniel, everybody. It's been wonderful meeting them, and they've been so helpful.
Female who want to be like you, mothers with children who want to do their PhD or postgraduate studies but don't know how or where to start from. Any final words, any advice?
I would rather say it can be challenging and it can be like a big mountain. But no matter how big it looks, it's always good to be determined and look at the end from the beginning. So, especially to females, mothers, I would want to say that they should not relent. They should always push until they get there. Exactly. So even career-wise, it would be very good to see us women with children getting to the top, not just remaining where we are. It might look big, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So one step after the other. It can be demanding. It is actually demanding and challenging, but consistency, determination with God, prayer, and counseling, exactly. You surely get there. So one day you just look back and say, wow. So it has come to pass.
Thank you so much for your time, Priscilla. It's been nice having this conversation with you. Thank you.